Hello, everybody, and welcome to Pick a Stack Wednesday, the best day of the week. This is take 2. And take number 1, we had somebody come into the door. We had one doggy barking, one doggy whining. So I said, let's start over. Sometimes there's a message in that. If everything isn't going the way you think it should go, sometimes we got to relinquish control, right? Actually, we should always relinquish control. But sometimes we got to start over. And that's okay. The sun is super bright this morning, and we're coming up on the winter solstice, which is the day with the least amount of light. A lot of people say it's the shortest day of the year. No, pretty much all days are the same length. Come on. But it has the least amount of light. So when we do have sunlight like this, we need to make sure that we soak it up as much as possible. So I'm soaking it up. If you are new to Pick a Stack, this is what we do here. You think of an idea, issue, or question pertaining to yourself, your loved ones, the world, and then you choose a stack. Today, stack number 1 will be a card from the Tarot Grand Lux by Cyril Marchetti. Stack number 2 will be a card from the Tarot of Dragons by Sean Mackenzie. And stack number 3 will be a card from Beyond Lemuria by Izzy Ivy. Today I'm starting off with the Lemurian Saint Germain Crystal Singing Bell to raise the frequency. And we are also joined by this fabulous Chevron Amethyst Tower. Master Healer. And a fragment of meteorite from the Sahara Desert. We are still in the midst of a new moon, so it's a really good time to start new things. Keep that in mind. We got the solstice coming up. Today is the first day of the last Mercury in retrograde for the year. Yay! The sun is sending all kinds of solar storms and plasma our way. We got Hanukkah, we got Christmas, we've got all the holidays. It's kind of a, we'll just say a chaotic time of year. Not just because of holidays and people traveling and all that, but emotions, like physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, it's a chaotic time of year. So your job is just to take deep breaths. Try to find time to just be. Okay? I know that's really hard for some people, relinquish control and just be, but you gotta do it. You gotta recharge your batteries. Okay? All right. Let's dive right in. Now, stack number 1, I already have your card because, like I said, this is take number 2. And I know this is the right card. This is the Ace of Cups. So whatever you asked about, there's the card. There's a yes. Okay? If you asked about a new job, a new love, a new house, a new apartment, a new car, something coming into your life, the answer is yes. This is the new beginnings card. Now it's cups, which is emotions. This is where we think from the heart. We live from the heart. Okay, this is not brain activity. This is heart activity. The heart energy field is actually more powerful than the brain. This is, some people call this the second brain. Sometimes I think, really this is the first brain and this is the second brain, because this one is so much more powerful. If we think something, we can make it happen. But if we feel it, it's for sure going to happen. So this is why I'm always telling people, you're a magnet. You're a magnet for whatever you think about, whatever you feel. So if you don't feel worthy of this new job, you're not going to get it, because your heart field is being a magnet that repels. Okay? A magnet can repel or attract. And what you feel in your heart is what you're going to attract. Okay? If you feel like you are worthy of being loved, you're going to attract that perfect love. But if you don't feel like you're worthy, you're going to attract somebody that treats you like that. They're going to walk all over you, because that's how you feel about yourself. So this is why I keep telling everybody, we got to raise our frequency. Okay? Raise your frequency. Know you're worthy of all good things, because then good things will come to you. Now, the thing with this card, too, is there's all these fish around this chalice. And if you look at the picture, don't do it if you're driving. The fish are all curious about the chalice. They're all facing towards the chalice. Like, this doesn't belong in our world. What is this? There's a sense of curiosity. There's discernment. There's observation, research. So whatever this is coming towards you, you also need to use your discernment. So if it's a person, talk to your friends. Hey, should I go out with this person? It's okay to do that. But talk to the people that have your back. Don't just talk to anybody. Okay? Because there's a lot of enablers out there, and they'll be like, yeah, you should go out with that person, even though you really shouldn't. So talk to somebody that you really trust and that you feel in your heart has your back. Okay? Now, there's fish on the chalice as part of the chalice. So obviously this belongs, because it's in the water with fish. And so we know, because we're at a higher level than the fish, that yes, this is a good thing. But we still have to, because we're not the observer necessarily, we still have to use that discernment and participate. So if you are trying to manifest something, you still have to participate, not just with intention, but with attention. Okay, we set the intention first, and then we put our attention on it. So if you're looking for a new house, let's say, or an apartment, you still have to maybe drive through the neighborhoods that you're interested in. You have to go through your stuff. You have to prep your stuff for moving. That is putting attention towards your manifesting. If maybe you want to go to a realtor or someplace that has apartments listed. I can't think of what those are called. But you have to do some work and participate. And that's what these fish are doing. They're participating. They all got together and said, hey, we want a chalice, whatever that means for the fish. But then they're all participating. They're swimming around going, okay, is this the one? Is this one? Hey, what do you think? So there has to be participation. We set the intention for manifesting, and then we put our attention on whatever it is. So the house, the mate, the vehicle, the perfect Christmas present for somebody, or Hanukkah, or whatever it is. Whatever it is you're trying to manifest, you have to put your attention on it. Do your research. Look around. Ask other people. The thing is, the colors on this are so vibrant. I mean, it's like a rainbow. And that's uplifting in itself. If you don't even look at what's in the picture, the fact that it's all these bold colors, kind of like the stained glass behind me, you've got these bold colors, and it pops. It's lifting, it's uplifting. So there's such a positive feel about this card. And it's not just the subject matter, it's also the colors. And what's interesting too is there's this opening. So the cup is sitting on this coral, but then it's like we're in a cave, or there's an opening. See, there's kind of like a cliff on either side of the cup. And they say when one door closes, another one opens, or sometimes a bunch of doors open. You might go looking for a place to live, and all of a sudden there's 4 places, and they're all about the same price. You get to pick. Yay, you. But this is a door opening, or it's already open. And there's your chalice in the doorway. So if there's a chalice in a doorway for you, pay attention. Here's your sign. So that's pretty cool. That's stack number 1. Ace of Cups. What a great way to start. Let's have a little singing bell. I love it when the sun is shining, because you can't see this necessarily, but I can. This singing bell puts rainbows all over the wall opposite me. It's so cool. All right. If you chose stack number 2, you are going to get a card from the Tarot of Dragons. That's this one. Tarot of Dragons. So my guides pick the decks. And yesterday this deck was screaming at me, "Oh, you're picking me." I went, "Okay. You don't have a choice." Okay. So apparently the dragons have something to say. I was painting dragons last night, and both my dogs have dragon energy. So I'm surrounded by dragons, and I love it. My big dog is an air dragon, and my little dog is a fire dragon. Can be a deadly combination when they're running around crazy with the zoomies. Okay. So 3 cards fill out, and I'm going to ask which one they want us to have. They want the one that fell to my left. So that's the one we're going with. The one that fell to my left is more cups. This is the 5 of Cups. So it's a picture of a dragon on a cliff, and way up high on a cliff, and way down below, because we know it's far because there's a cloud below the dragon. And there's 2 cups behind the dragon that are upright and full. And there's 3 cups on a lower cliff below the dragon that are spilling their contents into the river. And the dragon is focused on those 3 spilled cups. You know, there's a saying, don't cry over spilled milk. Well, this is don't cry over 3 spilled cups. So in stack number 1, we have the Ace of Cups, which is a new thing coming in, and it's fabulous and wonderful. And now in stack number 2, we've got the 5 of Cups, and we're crying over the 3 spilled cups. And we're totally ignoring the fact that we still have 2 more cups behind us. And this is all about keeping our thoughts positive. What I was talking about in stack number 1, where we manifest what's in our heart, here's a continuation of it. If all we do is focus on what is broken, what we no longer have, abandonment, betrayal, shame, fear, regret, guilt, if we focus on all that lower frequency energy, guess what we get? More of that. If I focus on lack, the universe says, oh, you want to live in a state of lack. Let's make sure you do. And that's when your car breaks down and now you don't have a car and you have a $3,000 mechanic's bill. The state of lack, a lot of people think, well, if I want money, it'll come to me. No. Want is a state of lack. I want it because I don't have it. When I want something, I'm actually telling the universe, I don't have this and I want to be continuously in a state of wanting, not receiving. That's two different things. I want that. I'm ready to receive that. So I want my 3 broken or spilled cups back. You'll never get them back because you're in a state of lack. When we turn around and we focus on the positive, I have 2 cups. Woohoo! I love those cups. Thank you, universe, for bringing me those cups. And you just go on and on about how fabulous those cups are and how grateful you are. And I receive those cups and everything that's inside them. And I am so grateful. Oh, thank you, universe. Guess what the universe does? The universe says, oh, okay, here's 2 more. So this is a reminder to think positively. Think from the heart. You've got this cup coming to you from stack number 1. Now be grateful for the stuff that you already have. Because when we're grateful, the universe says, cool, you're going to get more of that. So be grateful for indoor plumbing and electricity. Be grateful for heat. Be grateful that you have a roof over your head and food in your kitchen. Be grateful that you have people that have your back, especially with the holidays. A lot of people have a hard time with this time of year because they feel alone. Well, if you're feeling alone and you're stuck on that feeling, you're going to be alone. So be grateful for those people that are in your life. And you know what? Reach out if you need to. Hey, if nobody invited you to their reindeer games, text somebody, call somebody, say, hey, I'm alone for the holidays. Most people, if they care about you and they're in this, working with the universe, they're going to say, oh, come join us. Most people will do that if they have your back. Now, if you ask people that don't have your back, they're going to be like, sorry, we only have enough turkey for the family. But you got to reach out, okay? Focus on being grateful for what you already have, and you will receive more. Now, that doesn't just mean physical things. That means love. It means opportunities. If you tell the universe how grateful you are for the opportunity to have this job, or just that you have wonderful people who have your back, the universe sends you more of that. So please, please, please focus on being grateful for the things that you have, the people that you have, the experiences that you have, everything that you've been given your whole entire life. And that's one of the things that I always say when I'm doing my thing. Thank you for all the opportunities and experiences and messages that you've ever brought to me. Thank you for all the people that you've ever brought to me in this lifetime and in all the others. Give me more of that. Give me more good stuff. I am in a mode of receiving. I am grateful. Thank you for bringing on the sunshine and the opportunities and the people and the love and the abundance and all the resources I need to do what I need to do going forward. So focus on the good. Don't worry about the stuff you don't have. That's in the past. I mean, look at them. They're even lower than the dragon. See, look up. Always look up. Don't worry about what's below you or behind you. Because those experiences were building blocks. They were stepping stones. They helped create the foundation for who you are. You don't need to carry them. Okay? Turn around. Move forward. And work with all the things that you already do have. And be grateful. 'Tis the season of gratitude. I think a lot of people forget that. All right, let's do a little singing bell. That was stack number 2. So we have 1 cup and 5 cups. That always just makes me feel so good. Well, we're not going to get any cups, probably, from stack number 3, because we have the Beyond Lemuria deck. Sorry, my nose itches. And apparently this is the one. I didn't even get to ask. Card number 40. So we had a 1, a 5, and a 4, which is really interesting. 1 plus 5 plus 4 is 10. 1 plus 0 is 1. This is all about new beginnings. New beginning, new moon, Mercury retrograde, winter solstice, all these things happening. It's new beginnings. Card number 40, radical expansion. And interestingly enough, there's a dragon. A beautiful winged white dragon. And it's got no legs. Interesting. All right, card number 40. Living and loving at full capacity, being unapologetically you, self-expression, boldness, having a voice, taking up space, expansion, empowerment, owning your true power, being visible in the world, having fun with your magnificence, letting go of judgment, creative exploration, and radical ways of being. Ooh, I love that. What would it be like to live, love, and feel at full capacity? Do you imagine what it would be like? I am now. This card is about being truly and unapologetically you. The gifts you think are too bold for this world and those heartfelt experiences you believe you should hold back on might just light somebody up. The physical self-expression that you dull down so you fit in, and those dreams that seem too vast could be precisely what the world is waiting for. This reminds me, I'm the village crazy lady in this town, and I love that. And when I go to my favorite town in South Dakota, I don't even come close to being the village crazy lady. So I feel like I need to expand. I need to up my game because I can't just be a normie. That's just wrong. We need to... What does that mean to you? What does it mean to radically expand? Let's talk about that. What does that mean? Being unapologetically you. To me, I wear whatever I want as long as my spirit guides say okay. I mean, they guide me and then I go with it. I wear, all the stuff, and some people have said, that doesn't match. I don't care. It's what I want to wear. And that's how little kids dress themselves. Think about this. Little kids, I know my son, he would wear some of the most interesting outfits because I let him pick out what he wants. And man, there were times when he would have to get up on stage at school, and I'm like, oh my God, just so everybody knows, I did not dress him today. But you know what? I'd say, is that what you want to wear? And he'd say, yeah, that's exactly what I want to wear, Mom. I like all colors. Okay, that's cool. So wearing whatever you want. If you want to take up skydiving and you're 70 years old, go do it. Why wouldn't you? Do not let society, family, church, whatever group dictate what you can and can't do. Back in the day when I lived in, where did I live? North Carolina. I had a friend who, she was probably 50. And she had long hair and she wore it down. And I always thought she had the greatest hair because it was really thick and full, and mine's kind of thin. And one day we were talking about hair, and she says, yeah, my family and everybody around me, they look down on me because I wear my hair down. And I said, I don't get it. Well, in that group, that part of society, that age, you're supposed to wear your hair up in a bun. You don't wear it down like a young woman would. And I'm like, what? I mean, okay, 100 years ago, maybe, but this wasn't that long ago. So she wore her hair down because she was rebellious. Whatever makes you happy, that's what you got to do. Remember the movie Christmas Story? That lamp in the front window, and the mom was like, oh, you can't have that in the front window. No. And the dad wanted to show it off. He wanted to show his prize. And that's how we got to be. Now, as long as it harms none, okay? And ye harm none. That's got to be what our motto. If it doesn't hurt anybody to put our leg lamp in the window, then do it. If it doesn't harm anybody for me to dress however I want, then do it. If you want to do something different for Christmas, maybe you don't want to spend it with your family because you have the opportunity to go hike up Mount Everest. Okay, do it. Because you know what? You can always get together with family before or after. Hopefully you come back. Maybe you want to meet with them before. I'm just saying. So this is a reminder that our job is not just to be complacent and the same person every day. Monday through Friday, I'm going to go to work. And Saturday and Sunday, I'm going to work on the house, and then I'm going to play. And then Monday through Friday, I'm going to go to work. And blah, blah, blah. That is not how we're supposed to live. We are supposed to be expanding all the time. What new hobby do you want to take up? What new people do you want to meet? A lot of us have a bucket list, and we wait until later, until we're older. Oh, I'll do that when I retire. Why? Why aren't you doing your bucket list now? Life is too damn short to put all that stuff off later, and you don't know if you're going to be here later. So, this is all about living now. Live large. Whatever that means to you. It means grab that brass ring. It means go after that person. you're not out anything if you have to get something out of your heart and say, you know what, I really like you. I want to hang out with you. If that person doesn't want to hang out with you, that's on them, but you get to get it out. Say the things you need to say and do the things that you want to do. Okay? I'm going to take up snowshoeing this winter. I don't like being outside in the cold, but I'm going to do that because I want to see what it feels like. So whatever this thing is that's inside you that needs to come out, let it out. We are being guided. We are given information. We're being given downloads all the time. Somebody came in here yesterday and said, you know what? This is what I'm going to do. No, she said, this is what I want to do. And I said, I already see you doing it. And I do. I didn't just make that up. I said, I already see, and this is what the place looks like, and this is what you're doing to help people. She said, really? I said, yeah, you're supposed to go for it. If you need somebody to give you permission to expand, I give you the permission right now, okay? Whatever it is that you want to do, start making plans. You're going to do it. 2024 is a year of manifesting, of things coming to fruition. You've already put it out there somewhat that you want to do it. Next year, you're going to start doing it, whatever that means to you. Starting up your own business, traveling, picking up new hobbies, doing things that make your heart expand, make your heart happy, because that is how we're supposed to be living. We're supposed to be living with love. So if you don't have a bucket list, I suggest you get a notebook or a journal and you start making a list. What are the things that you really, really want to do? Make the list now, because we don't know how long we're going to be here. For some of us, maybe it's a few months. Well, cram as much as possible in those few months. And even if you know, I'm going to be here another 100 years, I can still cram as much as possible in this next year. Why not? Have some fun and expand your heart, because when you expand your heart, you become bigger, larger than life, and then even more better things come to you. Remember step number 2, gratitude? Live in gratitude. Expand your heart. Think of the Grinch, right? At the end, the Grinch's heart grew 3 times bigger. That's how we need to be. We need to be expanding our heart. Thank you, Lemurians. That was fabulous. Live from the heart, expand. Do those things that make your heart happy. I might just go sit on my motorcycle in the garage now and just pretend I'm out riding on a day that's 80 degrees instead of, I don't know, what is it, 18, 20 degrees? I do have a friend that rides all winter, but I think he's crazy, and I don't like to be cold, so that ain't happening with me. All right, that was stack number 3. Thank you for joining me. I love you guys. You're the reason that I do this. You're the reason that I do readings. If you're interested in a reading, I do them in person only. I am not doing any FaceTime or phone or anything like that, because I like to connect with humans one-on-one in person. So let me know if you're interested. I do them in the evenings at 5:30. Otherwise, have a fabulous rest of your day. And I send you blessings of love, light, peace, joy, happiness, success, divine health, and all good things, because I know you are worthy and I know you deserve it all. Mwah. Namaste, my beautiful soul family. Enjoy the sunshine.